The Kawasaki Ninja 300 is one of the most affordable Kawasaki's in India. It boasts of a high-revving twin-cylinder engine that can always keep things interesting. Sunil, who joins us today, bought his Ninja almost 2 years back and has already clocked 21,000 kilometers on it. He has been prolific in touring and joins us today to share his ownership experience. Hi Sunil, it's nice to have you here. How are you?
I'm good, Swati, thank you. I'm glad I'm here to share the experience about the Ninja 300.
Well, let's start with the most important question. What made you choose the Ninja 300 and how has your experience been so far?
Well, why the Ninja 300 is because Kawasaki is one of the leading manufacturers, motorcycle manufacturers in the world for decades now. And when Ninja 250R was launched, I was quite an admirer of that bike. And after a few years, when the Ninja 300 launched in the year 2012, I wanted to buy this bike, but I never needed an upgrade at that point of time. So in the year when I was looking for an upgrade in the year 2015, that's when I started looking for options, the motorcycles available in the market. And I spent a lot of time on the motorcycling reviewing websites, and that's when I started comparing with the available bikes in the market in India especially, and also the future bikes that will be launched shortly. So that's when I started reviewing about this bike, as I was quite an admirer of the 250R. I thought, why not make this a choice, because I was looking for a sports category with the touring capabilities. And this one actually fit the bill, because even though this is a sports bike, this is a great handler, and this comes with a 17-liter tank, so which makes you take the bike to long distance. I've already covered about 21,000 miles on the Ninja 300. I've taken it to places to Maharashtra, Ooty, remote places in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and much more places. So the engine is great. Coming to the performance of the bike, this is a 296 parallel twin engine. So the refinement is what it recognized for, and the short gearing ratios, I mean, it kind of keeps you comfortable riding in the city as well as long distance touring. And also the riding posture is not that sporty. I mean, okay. It's made for touring as well as, if you wanted to take it to the track, even it's very fun to ride there. And also it comes with the bungee hooks, where you don't have to make any modifications for tying your luggage when you're going long distance touring. So yeah, these were the main reasons why I decided to choose this bike.
Well, the word Ninja in the biking world stands for the best performance in terms of handling and braking. How's your experience with the same?
Well, this motorcycle is a 296cc parallel twin. It produces smooth and torquey power in the low and mid range and powerful acceleration on the higher RPM. This bike can be considered for the Indian road conditions, be it any terrain. You can ride this in the city, on the national highway, or be it any terrain, off-road as well. So this bike is a great handler. It produces very smooth acceleration. It's very gradual linear acceleration, not a mad rush like any other bikes, maybe the bigger bikes. So that makes it really sweet, and the engine doesn't really heat up that a lot when you ride in the city. The heat dissipation on this one is really great, and it doesn't send the heat or make the rider feel stressed when they are riding long distance. So that is one of the major factors why you can consider this as a city commuter, or if you are a tourer. So this will be a great package for you. Well, coming to the handling part, this bike is a great handler. The bike weighs about 172 kilos, and that goes unrecognizable when you start riding. This bike is made for daily commute as well as long distance touring, and the suspension on this one is really great. It can take any kind of terrain, be it highway riding, off-road, or be it city riding. So that's really great. And also the front is not really heavy, and the handlebars are wide enough to make sure the rider is not, the rider doesn't get strained when he does long distance touring. He can ride all throughout the day. And the fun part is this bike is a great handler in the corners. This bike enters the corner, with ease, and that's how fun it is to ride in the twisties. And also coming to the braking part, the front disc is a 290 mm double piston disc brake, and the rear one is a 220 mm double piston disc brake. And the braking is just about okay, not really great. It depends on the rider, because I have not found a necessity of the ABS in the city or on the long distance touring. And the engine braking on this one is really great. So that is one of the reasons why the ABS, it depends, as I said, it depends on the rider. So yeah, it's overall a great handler and it's fun to ride with.
Well, the Kawasaki Ninja is a CKD unit for India, making it a bit expensive. So what are the running and service costs, and are the spare parts easily available?
Well, Swati, CKD is one of the reasons why it comes with a heavy price tag, and it's considered to be a premium segment motorcycle in India. And this motorcycle is launched by Kawasaki in partnership with Bajaj, and they have a service network with Bajaj. It's serviced along with the KTM bikes. So the service, I would say the service cost is on the higher side. So as this is a high performance bike, the engine oil recommended is a Motul 710010W40. So the service, the engine oil costs 800 a liter. So you pay close to 3,000 to 4,000 per service, and majority of the money goes into the engine oil. So that is one of the reasons why using this bike for daily use and spending so much doesn't really make sense. And coming to the parts section, yes, the parts are easily not available because these parts are imported from Kawasaki manufacturing unit in Thailand. Parts such as brake pads and other consumables are easily available. Maybe the panels are not easily available. Maybe you just drop the bike at a lower RPM or a lower speed, and if you tend to break the plastics, then these plastics are not easily available. So you'll have to wait for about 15 to 20 days for the guys to import it from Kawasaki manufacturing unit. So yeah, that is one of the reasons, and the parts is a concern because it's on the higher side. Otherwise, yes, if you are into touring and if you're not too much into daily use, then this is the bike to go for.
Well, finally, do you suggest any changes or modifications to make the ownership experience better?
Yes, Swati, this bike is one of the most touring friendly bikes available in the market. This comes with a 17-liter tank, so you don't have to make any modifications for carrying extra fuel when you're touring long distance. And I get about 28 to 30 on the highway, depending on the RPM I maintain, and I get about 24 to 25 in the city. And it also comes with slipper clutch. That is one of the advantages. And few bikes, and this is the only bike available in the market with the slipper clutch, and some bikes may add it as an accessory, so that is one of the advantages on this one. And for people who want extra bite on the brakes, as it lacks ABS, they might want to consider upgrading the brake lines on this one, maybe a steel braided one, because this comes with the tube fluid system. And also the seat modification on the seat would be people want to consider, because this is on the harder side, and I don't find it a disadvantage because I'm used to it. It just takes that time for people to get used to it. Yes, for people who might want to consider, they can get extra padding, or they can consider getting a gel seat. I'm not really comfortable on those one, but yeah, people can consider taking that as an accessory. And people who tour a lot on these kind of machines, they can consider getting a handlebar riser. So these parts that I'm recommending, these parts are not easily available in the market. I mean, in the Indian market. So they might want to, consider getting it shipped from the US or the European markets. So and also I can say the frame sliders can help a lot, because it saves the plastics from cracking if you just drop the bike while cleaning, or if you have a slow crash while at the slower RPM. So these are the modifications I can think of right now, but this is a great one. I mean, it comes with the touring capabilities by default.
Well, Sunil, thank you for being with us here. It was great to have you here.
Thank you, Swati. It's been great sharing my ownership and experience, and I hope this will help the prospective buyers of this bike. Thank you.
Well, that's the Kawasaki Ninja 300. Hope you all like this video. Please share your comments below. See you in the next video.